What's up, guys? This is Santi Aragon, IFBB Pro, and I'm at Flex Appeal in Miami with my trainer, Pastor Pump, AKA Carlos Rodriguez, and we're gonna be going through a back workout right now.
We don't go to failure on the warm-ups. We don't do 12 to 15. After we warm up a little bit, we just do a few reps to get the touch of the movement. And then when we go in the heavy set, we'll go all out. But we don't want to get tired on the warm-up. 6 to 10. Come on. Come on. Classic bodybuilding is supposed to bring back like the Arnold era, the 70s, the 80s, all that kind of stuff. And if you look back then, everybody was bench pressing, everybody was deadlifting, everybody was squatting, everybody was rowing, but nobody was tearing pecs, nobody was tearing biceps, nobody was tearing any muscle group. Because we were all training heavy for reps and with a controlled volume. Nobody was trying to impress anybody. Nobody was trying to see how much they could lift to put on their Instagram account. So we're just taking it back where we stay with the basic stuff. We're building the muscle, we're building the frame right, and then we're training with the basic hardcore movements, heavy, but heavy for reps, not heavy to try to impress anybody for 2 reps or 4 reps or whatever it is, and not bouncing the weight. Everything's controlled with good form and good technique.
The diet revolves more around the training, meaning that if Tuesday we're doing back day, that's my back day. I'm not gonna change my back day to accommodate the diet on Friday. I'm gonna accommodate the diet so that it meets my requirements for that day of training instead.
2, 3, and notice whenever he's doing any back motion, it's not just moving the arm, it's he's moving the whole shoulder blade, the scapula all the way through the whole range of motion. The more flexibility you have, the easier it is to open up that back.
Let's go!
Come on.
Go!
Flare up, come on.
Oh!
That's it.
Oh! Oh! Drop!
There we go. We say it's like an 80% rule, like when you're 80% recovered and not being cold, like 80% your breath back, then we can go in and go ahead and do the set. You know, then the warm-ups, we move a little quicker through, but when it's time for that big set, we want to make sure that mentally and physically you're ready to go 100% on that set. You want to rush that one. Traps aren't in the front of your body, traps are part of your back, they're back in here. So if you don't get that rotation and that squeeze back in here, you're not getting a trap. And a trap is not just the little top thing here, it's all the way up through here, all the way through here. So you want to get this whole muscle to squeeze through here. So the way we do it, it'll show you is, we get that little lean in there and we squeeze all the trap all the way through. Come on.
This is probably the movement that is most responsible for putting back density on me the past 2 years. It's something that we haven't taken out. Placement of the bar is just under my knees, and also the way that I come up, I always emphasize is the pinkies driving back on the movement. So you're gonna see a lot of kickback. This is a very explosive movement that if you do not do it the correct way, you can get injured and it could really just set you back. So you have to be very controlled and you have to be strategic on going up in weight in this movement and not going to failure.
We get a good workout without having to put too much weight on them. So as we go into the prep, you're tired already. I'm not gonna do this second or third where we have to put a lot of weight on there and it's kind of hard to keep it focused. So we'll do it at the end, go a little lighter, keep the reps a little higher, and still keep the compound motion in there without, putting them at a risk for injury. So you still want to keep the compound motion in there as you're getting ready for a show, but I think at bench press, you're not going to be going all out in bench press. You want to keep the reps higher, a little more controlled, because you might be a little tighter, your joints a little drier, you're a little tighter. Things pull a little easier when you're getting ready for a show than you do when you have a little extra fat, cushioning your joints. Getting ready back into the routine of what we usually do as he gets ready to go to the Tampa Pro. So usually our weights will be a little heavier, but again, it's just a few weeks back into the hard training. So every week we'll just keep adding a little bit more weight. So if they want to come back and video us in 3 weeks from now, please, come on. Give it close to your body, come on. There you go.
Thank you, Muscle and Strength, and all the subscribers. If you like the video, please subscribe, please like, go follow us on Instagram at IFBB Santi, and
Pastor Pump.
peace.